All right, everyone. So a new WWE mobile game was announced yesterday. There was a trailer released, and the weird thing about this is I can't find any information about when it's coming to the United States. Right now, I think you can only get it in the Philippines. That's it. So it's supposed to obviously be going everywhere, but right now, I think it's only the Philippines that you can actually get this thing. But we have the roster. So superstars that are in generations, but not in WWE 2K26. And thank you to the SmackDown Hotel. They have a website, I believe, too. So go check that out because they have, more write up on this. But this is the cards that are in the game, but aren't in WWE 2K26. So IRS, right? Million Dollar Man, Tamina, and Wendy Richter. Now, for the full roster, we got Alpha, Alba Fry, Alundra Blaze, Angel Garza, Angelo Dawkins, Austin Theory, Bam Bam Bigelow, Bailey, Bianca Belair, Biggie, Brutus Creed, Carmelo Hayes, Chad Gable, Chelsea Green, Cody Rhodes, Dexter Loomis, Eddie Guerrero, Farouk, Julia, Hulk Hogan. Well, our IRS is right there. Io Sky, JC Jane, Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso, John Cena, Julius Creed, Kerry Sane, Kofi Kingston, Lita, Liv Morgan, Million Dollar Man, Molly Holly, Montez Ford, Natalia, Nia Jax, Nikita Lyons, Otis, Piper Niven, R-Truth, Randy Orton, Raquel Rodriguez, Rey Mysterio, Rhea Ripley, Rikishi, Roddy Piper, Seth Rollins, Shawn Michaels, Sika, Solo Sikoa, Stone Cold, Tamina, The Miz, The Rock, Tiffany Stratton, Triple H, Ultimate Warrior, Wendy Richter, and Xavier Woods. So one of the big names that I didn't see on this list that I thought of immediately was Andre the Giant because it's supposed to be kind of this generations of that's why it's called Eras Collide of big stars from all these generations. There's no Undertaker up to this point. Actually, I think this is here we get some screenshots here. So thank you to this guy too. This is pretty cool, showing you what it is. So I guess it's a 3v3 RPG, and I think I think there's like I have a lot of fun with some of these mobile games. Like WWE is a product that is built for all types of mediums, right? Like you could put it into anything and it's pretty fun. The problem with these always comes down to the gameplay loop or the microtransaction structure. And so this is an amazing roster. Okay, this is an amazing roster. I would like to see Andre put in there at some point, right? Because I don't see him unless I missed him. I don't. He's not there, so I'm sure they will, right? This is going to be like a never-ending thing. It's so much easier to put cards or whatever it's going to be into something like this because there's so much less work that has to go into like a 2K game. But I do think like they really have to nail the microtransaction gameplay loop here, right? And they're obviously two separate things, but they're intertwined. I don't know if you've played like WWE Mayhem. I love that game. The microtransactions are ridiculous in that, right? Your ability to actually unlock the big cards, the constant promos we get for it, that you have to spend $30, $40 if you want to get the new set. It's just that simple. So there's not a world like one of the things with my faction, and we have a channel you could check that out where we do my faction content. Initially, the my faction stuff, you had to spend money to get the cards, but now that we've passed to the new, now we're into these new sets where they increase the pack odds. You're getting more MFP for duplicates, stuff like that. In return, you can actually play the game, and so far we spent money in the beginning to get the initial sets, but I would say like the last 4 sets, we haven't spent a dime on the game. We were able to unlock everything without spending a dime. That's how these things should be. If people could play, doesn't mean you have to give them everything. Okay. You don't need to give people everything, but you should give people the opportunity to do challenges, to do things to get cards and reasonable. And I actually think NBA my team does a decent job of this. Now, I want to be clear. I'm taking out the online portion because I 100% understand that playing online, it still is kind of that micro transaction fest because you have to get the best cards to play against other best cards online. But they have such a complement of offline modes that I play that they just have events where you can get really cool cards. There still are problems with having that game. You do have to spend some money in. Okay, I'm not saying you don't, but at least you can get cool things for free. You could do the event, you could do the challenges, right? We just had the finals where they're giving out locker codes. That's what this needs to be. This needs to have that level of you do this challenge, you get a special John Cena. Give people the chance to do things in the game. Make it login rewards, especially with a mobile game, right? I feel way differently about mobile games than I do PC or Xbox or PlayStation, on on something like that. I don't mind the login stuff because it's so easy to log in. Get out the iPad, click the button, log in and play. Maybe it's play one match and you get something every day. Pokemon TCG Pocket does this great, right? Where you're not going to complete the whole sets through it, but you get 4 free packs every 24 hours if you have the premium thing. I think it's 2 if you don't. Nothing wrong with that. Do that with something like this. Doesn't have to be to that level because you don't have the number of cards that you have in, Pokemon. But is it once a week? Something like that. When the new set comes out, give free packs away through doing an event, doing a challenge. That's what I hope we get here. And that will dictate exactly what we see. Is it good? Is it bad? If it's a microtransaction fest, I think this thing will. I mean, I shouldn't say will fail there's just so many, right? You have Supercard, you have Mayhem, now you have this. So I'm hoping that there's a chance here for this to succeed. We will see. Even Injustice, I don't know if you've played that on the mobile. Like they have those kind of challenges you do every week that gives you like a variant of a card or a certain card. And granted, you can't really do them right off the bat because you need so it's like a little bit of a you need to spend a little bit of money to get cards good enough to beat it. But once you do, you could pretty much do it and you could stack that way. You could just take your time and build it without spending money. I don't mind that, right? If it's like, you know what, this is a free mobile game, and as long as you spend $40 in it once, you could do, anything you want for free for the rest of it. I have less of an issue with that. Now, if this is a paid game, you better not have that. Thank you all for watching. We're going to be doing a lot more on this channel. We'll see you next time.